All right, y'all. We got a video for y'all today. The secret behind Doechii's sudden rise. Now, look, did y'all think I was gonna pass up an opportunity to glaze Doechii? No, you didn't already. Check out the Doechii album reaction. I finally have it up. I do have to let y'all know it's a great, authentic reaction. Unfortunately, my audio switched to my computer mic mid reaction for whatever reason. If you listen to the quality of this mic and then you hear the mic that is stock on your computer, yeah, so bear with me there, but feel free to come by to the live stream to talk to me about it. I'm live at least like 4 to 5 days a week. Y'all can always catch me on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. We do music review from independent artists. We go do our reacting to songs with no views segment. We've done it like 3 or 4 times at this point. It's been really fun. Then we had a song wars, invited some of the artists we found from the no views segment to the song wars. They killed it. Had some other artists there. We're gonna do it again in February. So if y'all love music, stop by. I feel like we're cooking something amazing. But Doechii, I got so much to say about her. Love the project. She's so versatile. Like, yo, she got the tools and she has a personality. She's charismatic. Like, she literally has the complete package.
I'm a nice presenting woman. I'm hungry. I want to be the best. If I have 2 days, if I have 24
She got that dog in her. That's one of the things I meant to mention.
hours, I'm going to work my hardest to make the best performance because I want to be the best. Period.
So many artists have broken through in the last few years, but there's something special about the rapper Doechii. Going from working at Chipotle to being Kendrick Lamar's favorite artist right now. While she's been exponentially blowing up and catching people's attention since 2020, she has a key trait that sets her apart from the crowd, and she's approaching a territory of artists that only a few people have been able to hold. She credits one book she read as the turning point for her that blew her up weeks after reading it.
And actually the best part about it is that she documented and videotaped the entire process.
This new era of influencers, celebrities, artists, creators is so interesting because like before it was like you see the person after they blow up and you're like, oh, okay. But like we're at the point where there's people like Doechii that documented their whole process and you can like literally watch it play out. Like that's just kind of wild compared to like how it used to be. Used to not know anything about people.
To understand Doechii's blow up, we have to go back to before everything started. Doechii, or Jayla Hickman, born and raised in Tampa, Florida, which you'll see has heavily influenced her entire aesthetic and sound. She attended Howard W. Blake High School, your typical Florida school, and grew up in a family of creatives. Her earliest dreams were to be a part of a choir, but she ultimately always wanted to be a musician. With this, she also had big dreams of being a YouTuber, posting vlogs, video diaries, and covers.
So she been doing the content, okay. Because I had some stuff to say about like her being more tapped in with her fan base than the average audience. I feel like Doechii has a very strong fan base. Shout out to all the Doechii stands. All the Doechii stands, let me know you are a stan and or fan in the comments on this video. Leave a like, leave a comment. Y'all are one of the strongest fan bases I've seen reacting because people that are fans of artists are always going to try to put people onto more and more of their music. That's kind of how I gauge the engagement like within different communities or different artists fan bases. And there's some artists who have the numbers but like their fan base, they don't have a strong fan base out here rooting for them on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, for people to go out their way to try to get other people to know you, that really says a lot. And Doechii has that regardless of what her numbers are. And from my POV, I'm just interested in the artists figuring out how to do their own advertising through content and building a community. Like you can literally give yourself free advertising, free exposure just by putting your personality on display, which I feel like Doechii was doing. I was already feeling like that where I felt like she could capitalize on it, and I was just curious how she would go about it. And this whole rollout like has, or it's not the rollout now, but you know, still promoting the promo run that she's on right now. She's definitely doing and executing a lot of things that I would have wanted her to do. She just rolled out little skits promoting one of the songs on the album leading up to the Denial is a River, which I still need to watch that video. Um, she had little skits. It was funny. Other artists on there, just little funny stuff to just get the engagement going, to get the views going, get you some momentum in the algorithm. She got that. Then apparently, I think she did a Twitch stream. She said she was gonna do one. I don't know if she actually did it, but I was like, okay. And she was multi-streaming it too, YouTube and Twitch. So that really caught my eye. I was like, okay, Doechii, you know what you're doing. One of the very, 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 very few artists. More and more of the artists are gonna catch on. But like, I have been begging, like, can one of these people that's actually talented just take their talents to like YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch and multi-stream? And then just, you know, because it's like the more of them do it, the more of a lane it creates for other people that want to do similar stuff. And they can have more control over their music. They can get out of these contracts with these labels because they'll be able to sustain off of their own content, off of their own platform, and their own community who's going hard for them. Some of these artists got communities and fan bases that go hard for them and they don't know how to leverage, number one. Or number two, they are limited by the label. Like the label limits what they can do and it loses the momentum with their fan base. You know, you'll see these artists who build up all this momentum and then never drop a project because of label stuff. Okay, well, if we could remove the label issues, that would probably alleviate stress from majority of the artists. So I'm really invested in personally just seeing that play out, where what type of art can be created if these artists have more control over what they create and they're not getting put in a 360. Like if they own more of their stuff, if they know how to leverage social media and build their community, if they know how to do these things and they play this the right way, like similar to what Doechii's doing, stay tapped in with her fans. She already got the personality. The personality will carry. A lot of these artists don't have personality. They're boring. They're lame. So when you get one that's kind of eccentric and got their own personality and they're talented, that's such a rare combo. And if you play it the right way, like on socials, like you were generating so much free promo and press for yourself. And that's what she's been doing. And that's why I know if she just continues on this path, say she started making songs on stream, come on, I need one of these talented artists to do this. I just been begging for someone who's really like that to get on here and do it. Like, if she does that, that would just break the mold. It will break the mold. Doja Cat, in a way, has done it here and there, but not quite on Twitch. Like, she's made songs on IG Live, and I 100% believe that's a part of why her fan base is so strong and why they go so hard for her, because they've seen her in the process at all stages of her career tap in with them on IG Live. Sometimes I've seen her get on Twitch and stream, but she doesn't really use it the way she could if she wanted. Like, y'all, she's literally not even done the affiliate application so she can get ads and subs. Like, she just be hopping on some chill shit. But imagine if Doja really did go down a lane, oh my God, be even crazier. So Doechii, I see so much potential. I'm so excited to see where she goes. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping, but I did pick this video so I can glaze Doechii. So if y'all fuck with the Doechii glaze, you know what I'm saying, pull up to the Twitch, the link pin in the comments. You know, we glaze good artists. Some people deserve to be glazed. I'm always gonna say that. People like, oh, you glaze it. Okay, well, it's like, duh. I mean, what, we can't call something good if it's good? Like, you gotta call it how you see it.
There wasn't a clear idea what she wanted to be through YouTube, but you saw the early makings of someone who's creative and has a million ideas, but just doesn't know where to hone it.
Oh my God, that's so mean, Doechii. That's so mean.
Cover the next a vlog of her normal life, and the next a how-to on some random subject. Doechii had a million ideas.
Yo, W raid. Yo, Chica with the big body raid. Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the stream. Hold on, YouTube, pause. We're gonna be back.
and was always sharing the next thing with her community. Her audience wasn't big, but you can tell she cared about these videos, often pouring her heart out and being extremely vulnerable and honest.
Something that's actually pretty unusual nowadays on YouTube.
Documenting an incredible amount of her life
Yo, cooking with Lauren, what's good? Good morning.
fame. But even with all this, she was working normal jobs like Chipotle and even made a video showing people how to get hired there. But even if you take away hindsight and with the success she has now, there was one thing that stood out in the earliest forms of Doechii.
She really valued being unapologetically honest, and everything she put out, she wanted it to be real and authentic.
I'll be doing it regardless of my audience's presence anyway. Whether or not anybody was watching, regardless, I'm going to be making things.
Create something that you think is good and your fans will follow. A trait some of the best artists have.
The audience comes last. The audience only knows what's come before.
So many people focus in on views and numbers and forget to create something original and authentic. Doechii still had this value, even if the viewership numbers weren't where she wanted them to be yet. But every person's journey has moments of struggle and doubt. Doechii really seemed destined for success from the beginning. Everything seemed to be heading in the right path. She was talented, had a good mindset, and had a good work ethic. She went on to release her debut mixtape, The Coven Music Sessions Volume 1, a 9-song mixtape that she wrote and recorded on her own dime in an independent label. And just watching the promo for this album, you can tell she really cared about it. But despite having the right work ethic, the right mindset, and the right talent, the numbers just weren't there. Even if it's for the art and you're ignoring the audience, when success
That's the part of the journey people don't talk about. Like, you know, people talk about wanting to do this and that, but I always ask, like, are you willing to do it while getting nothing in return? If you're not willing to do it without getting anything in return, then don't do it. Or even getting negative feedback or negative results. Can you still, you know, have the motivation to do it throughout that? Regardless what results you get, just be consistent and try to get a little bit better every time you do it. That's all it takes, for real. But, you know, I feel like the journey gets glorified with these artists, but people don't highlight like these moments. That's why it's so cool to see like she even documented all this stuff, because that's crazy. I just resonate so much with Doechii. Like, I feel like she represents like a subset of us women that's not represented a lot in the media, especially not in the rap space. Like, she's just so creative, giving me like Issa Rae vibes, low key.
doesn't follow, it can get discouraging. Feeling like you're moving backwards sometimes towards your goals is human. And Doechii, despite the positivity and despite where she is now, is no different. And in 2019, she uploaded this YouTube video.
I feel like everybody's life is better without me in it. And I feel like my life sucks. And I participate in self-help courses and books to scapegoat the fact that my career isn't progressing. I fear that I'm at a standstill because I don't feel like my projects are moving fast enough for my audience.
After years of working in it, she's feeling something that everyone has felt at some point, self-doubt. She's clearly unhappy with how the audience has received her music. She does clarify that she was only in a dark moment and she doesn't feel this way all the time, but it shows that you could be doing everything right, but still things might not go your way. And for Doechii, it seemed like a breakthrough was around the corner. However, it's just about to get worse.
So I got fired.
Damn. Oh, Lord.
I'm just gonna go in.
Some crazy lore.
Record label companies, like, I'm just gonna go in and ask, who gives a fuck? At this point, I have nothing to lose. I literally have nothing to lose. I have no place. I have no job. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who fucking cares? I'm just gonna do it. I'll let you know how that goes.
Nah.
The
Crazy
coronavirus has just hit New York fucking City, so everybody is basically dead and getting quarantined as we speak.
Shortly after COVID hit, she moved back home to Tampa with her family, dead set on becoming a full-time artist, no matter what it took.
whole year she'd spend her whole time making music and learning about creativity. Barely enough to make it by, she'd use all of her unemployment checks to fund her music, whether it's actually recording or making the music video.
Uh-oh. Kendrick was talking about what he say? Have you ever had to flip your unemployment? Okay. We seen why he loved Doechii so much.
Yes. And as an independent artist, she had no help outside of this. But as her checks
Ew,
started to run
beer.
out, time was ticking before she needed to figure out how she was going to pay for her bills. She was trying to make it big while also finding herself as an artist.
I just want to chase my dreams. I just want to be like, oh my God, I'm following my dreams. But I can't because, bitch, you have to have rent. It's fucking up everything. It's fucking up everything. It's fucking up my creative process, my inspiration and shit. Like, God damn it.
Stuck inside, she seemed unable to connect with her.
That's the real, like when you're creative, but then being under stress doesn't exactly give the best results for creativity. That's the reason why, like, I just want to see artists out of the label ecosystem and just like able to purely create, living off their own stuff, selling direct to consumer, merch, music, all that. Like, I want to see that version. You know what I'm saying? Carlos said, "You speak Spanish? Un poco. Un poco. You speak Spanish? Welcome to the
Audience on a
video."
level she wanted and didn't have the money to do it either.
My YouTube career is in fucking shambles. Like, bitch, nobody is here.
There seems to be something missing to help her blow up because she has everything it takes. Until a simple walk down the street changed her entire life.
Wait, she vlogged it?
I'm intentionally doing these, and I want to start doing them in a way where it's almost like I'm talking to my future self. I'm talking to you, Jayla.
She'd upload this video unknowingly marking the beginning of her rise. She describes walking down the street on a normal day and seeing a pile of books.
Being an avid reader, she looked through them.
Wait. Did she read The Artist's Way? Let me guess. Song. Okay, Carlos. Well, I will check out music reactions on Saturday. So if you have suggestions, join the Discord, drop it in the music suggestions channel.
Things such as a John Lennon book, but one of these books stood out. It was called The Artist's Way.
I was just...
The Artist's Way. I know for a fact it's gonna work. You know what, chat? We need to build that into the challenge. Read The Artist's Way every day and write every day for 21 days and meditate. Oh my God, chat. That's a challenge. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. You know what, chat? I'm doing it. I'm gonna write it down.
Drawn to it for some reason, so I picked it up and started reading it. It's a course in discovering and recovering your creative self.
She'd go through this book, documenting every week in the updates to her creative journey. The book goes into detailed steps to return to the creative level of your inner child. Being a 12-week course, it has affirmations, homework assignments, and self-reflections to help revive your inner creativity. And most importantly, forces you to be honest with your art in a way most people have never even considered.
But the reason why I bring up this book and why it's so important to her is because it would inspire her to write her next song.
After finishing the 12-week course, she'd get to work, and about 5 months after, she finished her song Yucky Bucky Fruitcake, using her last unemployment check to independently create the music video and song. If this song doesn't get any attention again, who knows what she'd have to do.
After releasing it in September, just like her last EP, it was more of the same reaction. Her dedicated fans enjoyed it, but outside of that, it wasn't getting much traction. But once it got to April, something crazy happened.
After being used only twice on 2 different videos,
that's
by the
crazy,
end of the month,
bro.
Over 50,000
Let me
videos
guess, she blew up on TikTok,
song, making it an undeniable viral hit, giving her the moment she had been working towards for years. Just before I made Yucky Bucky Fruitcake, I was in a place where I was really afraid. I just felt creatively blocked. I just wasn't able to produce great work. I read this book called The Artist's Way. It really inspired me to get extremely honest in my music. I was never very personal. I made songs that I thought other people would enjoy, and I avoided talking about myself or my experiences growing up because I didn't really think it mattered. But after reading that book, I just felt extremely inspired to be really honest in my music.
Creating something like this was always something she possessed, and she always labeled herself as honest and authentic on YouTube, but she just needed that extra push to go to the next level. The explosion of streams helped her get a ton of attention for her EP, Oh the Places You'll Go, and catapulted her.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Doechii fans, I'm checking it out. Let me know if y'all want to see it.
into getting a look from every major record label outside of Sony. She eventually signed with TDE in 2022 because they were willing to give her the most independence with her music. She didn't forget what got her here and didn't want to lose that. Soon after this, she collaborated with SZA, riding this wave of growth. She'd release her successful song Crazy, be featured on Colors, release an EP, and eventually be featured on the 2022 XXL Freshman list. But it's not even close what she'd achieved the next following years. In 2023, Doechii would release the song What It Is, a song sitting at almost 400,000 streams in just over a year, her most streamed song to date. She performed at Coachella that same year and opened for Doja Cat's Scarlet Tour. And in 2024, she released her mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal, an album that has taken her into the mainstream spotlight. This album was nominated for the Best Rap Album of the Year at the Grammys, had a viral Tiny Desk concert. Artists such as...
Honestly, she should win, but that album was so versatile, like it shouldn't even be in just a rap category. They need a category for like genres or artists that do genre like blending or something, because these genres are like merging into each other at this point.
SZA, Hayley Williams, and Billie Eilish have all co-signed her, and famously, Kendrick Lamar said she was the hardest out right now. This is a lot of achievements for someone just a few years ago was completely lost and thought their audience wasn't gravitating to their music. Now, this isn't an ad for this book, and honestly, I don't know if everyone will gravitate to this book the same way, but what I thought was more important was that if you're in a creative field or you just create for fun, some of the most successful artists who have a fairy tale story have had their bumps along the way. And if during COVID she quit music completely and went back to working a regular job, we wouldn't be seeing the 2024 version of Doechii. Personally, I was going through her older videos and just seeing someone who was pre-fame just trying to make it, and it really inspired me because it showed that anyone's breakthrough could be just one song or even just reading one book away from breaking through. Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is not an ad, but if you do want to buy...
Oh, he dropping this affiliate link. I respect the gang. W video. I've never seen his videos, but he did good. Comments, fellow Doechii Glazers, let's unite. Vulnerabilities, her secret weapon. J. Cole credited this book back when he was trying to get inspired to write for his album Born Sinner. Oh, word, J. Cole Lords who? Wow, okay. Yeah, I definitely first heard of Doechii around that Colors performance. I feel like might have been the first. I was like, who is this? This is crazy. It sounds so good. And then I slowly went down the rabbit hole, and then I started seeing about her more, and I was like, yo, let me get into her stuff. I would say like around when the Kendrick and Drake beat popped off, that's when I first started like going into her stuff. I do have some reactions up. It's gonna be linked at the end of this video. Doechii reactions playlist. I did put the album reaction out, or mixtape Alligator Bites reaction is out. I'm trying to think anything else. Oh, we're gonna be live on Twitch this weekend. Gonna post this. Y'all should be able to drop a follow in the comments. The link should be in there, as well as the link tree with all the other socials, Discord, etc., etc. All right, y'all. Until next time, leave me a like, comment, sub. Let me know what you thought. Any other Doechii deep cuts y'all want me to check out? Yeah, we're out of here, yo.